Hey everyone, this is Russell Holly, and what you see on my head is the Samsung Gear VR. And what we're doing is looking at the Samsung Internet Beta, which is a web browser for the Gear VR. So we're taking a look here at what this virtual environment looks like for browsing the web and why you would want to do that, because you're using a Samsung phone inside of this plastic casing to access the internet, but your phone already does browsing the web really well. So it doesn't make a ton of sense unless you have very specific goals in mind. But we're going to take a quick look here to show you what's going on. So I've used the keyboard that was on the screen to go to androidcentral.com, where you can see I'm in this kind of virtual thing. The screen doesn't take up a whole lot of space when you consider that this is basically the display cut in half and then kind of zoomed in a little bit so that you get this look. So text isn't quite as sharp as you would see it on the phone normally. Images aren't quite as sharp as you would see on the new phone normally. And this is with the screen all the way up to your face. You can actually distance it further back. And when you do that, you can see the text is even more difficult to read because you're using less than a quarter of the total resolution of the screen to show all of this information. So clearly, not the best for reading text, and really not even super great for images, depending on what it is that you're looking at. But you have this kind of basic browser functionality where you can go from website to website. It's essentially the same thing as a featureless sort of mobile browser. And this is a beta right now, so I'm not going to judge it particularly harshly on its ability to render pages or the features that are available for it. But it's a very basic setup, and it kind of needs to be because you're in this virtual environment where you're not using your finger so much as you are head tracking. But you can see you've got tabs, and you've got the ability to stare at something to activate it, which is the feature that we have here for 3 seconds, 5 seconds, or 7 seconds. It's how long you stare at something before it registers as a click in that something. We've got bookmarks and old tabs that we've had open. There's not a ton of useful features going on here. With one exception, your YouTube functionality here. You can access youtube.com and you can watch videos, but as you may or may not know, YouTube has a ton of 360-degree videos, and so you can actually access the YouTube 360-degree videos from the Gear VR. And so we've switched into this dual mode here. If you have Google Cardboard, you can actually put this in Google Cardboard and see the 360-degree view that you would see here. So you've got this 2D mode where you see, it's almost like you've got a projector, a little distance away, but you tap 360 mode and you're taken into the world that this is trying to show you. And because this is beta, you've got this kind of playback error that shows up every once in a while, and it's really not a perfect experience so far, but it is a huge step in the right direction for people who want to get YouTube's 360-degree videos on the Samsung Gear VR without there being a Gear VR app for YouTube, which I'm sure will come eventually, but isn't available for now. So that's like the big, huge feature here. And in the future, it will probably work with a whole lot of YouTube 360 videos and other 360 videos. But you'll see that like Facebook, it doesn't work with so great right now, and some of the other resources, it's not perfect. But it's an early start, and this is really what you can come to expect from browsing in VR. Thanks for watching.